Chairman, sir. I thank all the members, more than about 30 of them who've spoken on this subject. There are two. One is the appropriation bill and also the finance bill. Without taking too much of time in making an opening statement, I'll just briefly tell about what specifics are noteworthy in the finance bill, and post that try to address the members who have raised issues or sought clarification on some of the specifics in the finance bill. Sir, there is one particular amendment which we brought in as government amendment, but it's now cleared from the Rajya Sabha, so it's part of the finance bill which has come here. I would like to highlight that. For the first time, our government had implemented the full parity between the pensioners of pre and post 7th Pay Commission, Central Pay Commission. All pensioners of the central government who had retired before 1/1/2016 are now drawing the same pension as employees who retired after 1/1/2016. The demand of pensioners regarding parity has been agreed to and implemented by this government. I'd like to thank Prime Minister Modi for having brought in that treatment, equal treatment for all pensioners, and this is something which we have taken on board in this finance bill. The Prime Minister had approved the establishment of the 8th Central Pay Commission also, which is now, I'm sure all members do have the information on it, to revise salaries and benefits of central government employees in January 2025. So just to highlight as to why this amendment here. The 6th Central Pay Commission, sir, was an expert body that had threadbare examined all the issues, disparities, and even the representations by employees before making their recommendations in March 2008, which thereafter, upon careful consideration, was accepted by the government. The manner of fixing pension, which was recommended by the 6th CPC, was similar to the previous CPCs. So, through this amendment which we brought in the Lok Sabha and after Lok Sabha's passing, which is now before us, that the government is restoring the recommendations of the 6th Central Pay Commission and respecting it as an expert body. In this, I just want to add keeping in view the recommendations which the 6th Central Pay Commission had said, a distinction among pensioners is inevitable, and that is what is being brought in now. And as an amendment, and by way of validation, I want to highlight that the validation is what is being put in, and principles of expenditure on pension and liabilities. The validation rules do not in any way change or alter the existing pensions so fixed of existing civil pensioners from the present stage. So there is no change. The validation rules also do not affect defense pensioners in any way, as they are covered by separate rules. It is not an amendment, I would like to underline this point, it is not an amendment to any pension rules or instructions, but only a reaffirmation of the same with effect from 1st June 1972. That is the date the CCS pension rules were promulgated. The 6th Central Pay Commission made a distinction between the retirees pre-1/1/2006 and those of post-1/1/2006 periods. The then government, 2008, had accepted the recommendations of the 6th Central Pay Commission and decided that there will be a distinction between pensioners with reference to the cutoff date of 1/1/2006. The 7th Pay Commission has brought in parity between pre-1/1/2016 and post-1/1/2016 pensioners. I again reiterate that this is only a validation of existing rules. This does not alter or change existing civil or defense pensions. So these are largely the points about the finance bill or that is before us for consideration, sir. Now I'll like to respond to individual members and their comments. So I'll obviously start with the first speaker, former finance minister. It's a bit difficult when it comes to a
Honorable Finance Minister, two of the honorable members who had the occasion to intervene in the debate have sought my leave of absence from here. Dr. John Bitas and Sri Raghav Chadda. They have sought my leave. Okay. They had something urgent to deal with. Please go ahead.
Sir, the former finance minister's observation was that the NDA government started with 4.3% of fiscal deficit. It certainly improved to 3.4%, but it rose to 4.8% in 2024-25, that is now. And that the previous governments also had faced various types of crisis, Asian finance crisis, GFS, the global financial crisis, taper tantrum, and so on. So he gently pointed out, saying, it's not right to blame the COVID pandemic. So I'd like to just put it on record here that in 2014, when Prime Minister Modi's government was formed, India was the 10th largest economy. Today, within 10 years, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we've reached the state of 5th largest economy, and within a few years, we will be the 3rd largest. And if the previous UPA governments also faced crisis, which he listed out, Asian financial crisis, GFS, taper tantrum, and so on, I'm constrained to mention here, the economy was a fragile 5 economy. You faced crisis, but where did you leave it? We faced COVID. Where are we keeping it today? That's the difference, sir. And therefore, I don't for a moment believe that the former finance minister wouldn't know these facts. But I take the liberty to put it before you, saying, oh no, you faced the crisis and the outcome was fragile 5. India's GDP was 10th largest in the world. We faced a crisis, but India is one of the fastest growing economy today. Sir, and also, we also faced crisis, and therefore, you facing COVID, I'd like to draw the attention of this honorable August House, sir. Congress-led UPA itself admitted that India was not unduly affected by the 2008 global financial crisis. In 2011, sir, the then finance minister, Shri Pranab Mukherjee, had said, and I quote, India, unlike most other economies, was not seriously affected by the financial turmoil of 2008 in the developed world. So the crisis was not big, even by the then standard. And COVID is a different one, in that it was not just a financial crisis, it was a crisis for lives. People had to live to come out of it. And livelihood was also severely affected. It is in that situation to provide domestically made vaccine to all the people, at least 1 dose, and some 2 doses, and some even the 3rd dose, and then make sure that moratorium is given. No industry should suffer. No one should be pulled up to the court saying you're on the NPA. So a comprehensive plan was laid by Honorable Prime Minister to save lives, livelihoods, and recover the economy.